Hey there everybody, welcome to another one of my videos. So last time I made a mistake of trying to stream with 60 FPS. That's why the video was choppy and you guys didn't get to see much if you watched that. Now this time around, let me check something real quick. It looks like I'm live already. Let's start some music up. There we go, that sounds nice. Okay, so to those of you asking, I am using Pretzel.rocks, which is an online music player, which is I think free. I would assume, because I read it that it was free, so hopefully I won't get into trouble for that. Anyway, let's get back to it. So today I'm going to be streaming some more Unity making of Vikings versus Pterodactyl. Hopefully the sound is going to be okay. And hopefully the image, which is most important, is going to look nice, because last time I was actually trying to stream at like over 30 FPS, like 60 FPS I think. Actually, let me just look at some settings in my OBS right here. This is just gonna take a little bit. So it's doing 1080p at 30 with no downscaling. So I can't change any other video settings, but I'm hoping that should be okay, or enough rather. We'll see. Oh, just a quick plug. Let me go ahead and do something over here, because I keep forgetting. Maybe somebody will actually play this. So why the hell I can't actually find this? So I have one game finished. There we go. Let's bring it up. It's called Egg Yolk. It's in beta only. It's not in beta. It's launched. It's only showing beta because I'm a beta tester, so it shows beta for me. But for everybody else, it shows normal. So this is an egg catcher game. You guys can go ahead and try and play it. It's really dumb, I would say. So nothing special, nothing to. You just need to catch the eggs that spawn on these four places. It's got some life and score multipliers, and it's basically a score attack game. So you play as long as you can until you you don't get enough eggs. Oh, this is actually an old screen. I should be changing that. Forget about it. But yeah, anyway, this is Egg Yolk. You guys can find it on the Android store. It's free to play. It only has ads if you want to view them, so they're not necessary. You can just skip the ads altogether. Yeah, so let's get back into the video. Last time that I was streaming, I was talking about how to do the generation of the pterodactyl, and I did just that. I don't know how well you guys saw that. So let's see what I need to do. I think I need to launch. Yeah, so first off, there are some to-dos that I need to take care of. So let's go ahead and write some to-dos, because that's what game development and basically software development is all about. So what I need to first figure out is how to make this trajectory show up a lot faster, because right now it takes like a full second. Right? You see? I pull it down and then it takes way too long. So let's stop that and let's write a to-do. Let's put it in the game script at the end of the game script, or rather at the beginning. Yeah, let's just put it here. So let's do this. Whoop. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so this is the to-do. And right, so first things up first, I need to make this faster. Make trajectory projection show up faster. So that's the first point on my list, I would say. Right, let's save that. So last time I was thinking about how to create the pterodactyl and how to make their trajectory actually how to make their path, and I think I did it in I think I did it over here in the calculate random horizontal wobble, but that's not going to cut it. So let's put that on the to-do list. Let's do this. Make pterodactyl fly closer towards a certain screen point, right? Because in that way, in that manner, I can get him to swirl around like to the left and to the right, but eventually he'll come down to the same point, and that should be done when he spawns, right? And what I did also do in the meantime, I think I did this, yeah, the next thing that I did was calculate the levels for the game. There we go. So we've got the calculate level score and then set current level data. Yeah, okay. So what I did was I made a whole object which consists of statically declared level details or level data. So what this does is basically right now I've got 30 levels, and I've just, you know, introduced the data for those 30 levels. Now these will change, so don't think that you'll cheat the game once it comes out by screenshotting this and, you know, knowing exactly what to do and how to do it. But I'll basically explain to you guys what my reasoning behind this was. Now, making randomly generated levels is great, and there are some great games who do a tremendous job of generating the levels, right? Even like iconic games like Diablo have a certain element of random level generation in them, not in just how the level layout itself is created, but also in the monsters that are allocated to the level, and what difficulty, what level they themselves are, and how many of them, and so on and so forth. So it would have been great if I could have done just the same, like generate the levels automatically, but I don't think that the level of randomness to that would have been good for a quick, you know, crap mobile game. And I don't say crap as in the game is crap. I say it as in, you know, you play it while you're on the crapper usually, so you don't want to waste too much time, I would imagine. So I wanted to make the game a bit predictable. Maybe I'll add a random level generation, or a, you know, like an endless mode where you just like in my other game, you just play until you die. So there's no levels, but the enemies get progressively stronger and stronger, the pterodactyl in this case. Maybe I'll do that, we'll see. But let me just explain to you what the reasoning was behind me doing this. And I think I can do away with all of these, but I'll just keep them in, whatever. So what we've got here is for each level, let me see. Yeah, so we've got 30 levels, and this means that each one of these objects has 30 objects in them, roughly speaking. Boss Hunger doesn't have 30 objects because there aren't 30 bosses. There are only 5 bosses, or 6. Oh, there's 6 bosses, I guess. Yeah. So we've got 30 levels, and during those levels, each level consists of how many meatballs you have available. Now, I don't know if I'll make this carry over. I might do it, which means that this will, you know, these will just be added onto what you get each level, so that I think carryover meatballs should be a good idea, actually, because it will reward players who play better, right? And then we've got pterodactyl to spawn, which means the amount of enemies to spawn. And we've got like 3 on the first level, we've got 4 on the second, 5 on the third, and so on and so forth. Now, the 5th level, which is a boss level, has 0 pterodactyl because it's just going to have the boss at first. But then the next, the 10th level, which is the second boss level, it's going to have 2 pterodactyl spawn. So you'll have a bigger, meaner boss and 2 pterodactyl that need to spawn as well during that time, right? And then it goes up to 3. Yeah, it goes up to 3, then it goes up to 5, 8, and then finally 12 plus the final boss, which is, you know, a lot harder to kill, to feed. Right, and then we've got the pterodactyl hunger, which means how many meatballs does one pterodactyl need to eat before they just fuck out of their screen and just leave you alone, right? Before they, so to say, get defeated. And we've got 1 for the whole first 5 levels. This is 0 because we've got 0 ads in the first boss level. and this keeps growing, it keeps growing to 2, and then to 3, to 4, eventually gets up to 7, which is going to be a ludicrous amount, because 7 is almost the amount that the first boss needs to eat before they fuck off, right? So these end game ads are going to be almost as powerful as the first boss of the game, right? So I'm hoping that that's going to somehow work, or look good enough. And then we've got the pterodactyl descent speed, which should also change. Now I don't know exactly how I'll do this, so this is just still a to-do in here. I'll probably have to figure it out while I'm off camera, like on my own. We've got the max concurrent pterodactyl, which is something that I added in. It's not necessarily going to be used, but I'm planning maybe on using it, because the screen, as you can see right here, is a bit small. It is a bit cluttered. So if you've got too many pterodactyl, come on, load up. So yeah, if you've got too many pterodactyl on here, then that's not going to be fun. Let me show you how big one is. Can I not? You know what, whatever, I'll show you when it generates. So the idea here was that for the first, I don't know, 7 levels, 6 levels, the max amount of pterodactyl descending down upon your Vikings at one point is only going to be 1. So it's going to be a bit easier to handle them. So the next one isn't going to spawn until the first one has fucked off. Right, and then we've got, okay, so I had to map this. I had to do a map of the boss pterodactyl. I'm not certain that this is necessary, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think that this is even necessary, but this is kind of a mapper for because I've got 30 elements over here, and then suddenly I go down to 6 elements for the bosses, right? So what I wanted to do here was map these out so that on the 5th level you get boss number 1, which isn't going to be on, it's going to be 0. So it isn't even properly mapped, to be honest, but I can't give them 0. Actually, I could actually give them -1. Again, this isn't even, I'm not even sure how this will work, or if I'll use it. I might just go off of memory and just say, okay, I'm certain that I only have 6 bosses, but this is going to probably defeat the purpose of adding extra levels in the future, if I'm going to add them. So I might actually keep this in. But yeah, anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm mapping for each level the boss that comes with it, right? So for example, bosses have hunger, because they have to be specific, just like pterodactyl hunger is specific per level. They will have a specific hunger as well, so it's going to go up from 8 all the way up to 30 for the last boss. And then we've got the boss flight pattern, which is also a to-do, and maybe I'll actually do this today. Not these specifically, but the flight pattern in general, like come up with a way of doing the flight pattern. So right, and the first thing which was on the list, which I didn't actually cover, was the available. I did cover. What am I saying? I'm a bit tired. Let me grab a sip of water. Yeah, right, back. So the first thing that I did actually cover is the available meatballs. I might do carryover on these ones. I think it's only fair that you do carryover, right? So let's go ahead in the game script. Yeah, actually in the game script, and say, let's add a int. Current available meatballs. And last level carry over meatballs. That's one hell of a name, but that's actually what we'll end up using. So what this will be is we will get those meatballs and we'll add them together with the current level meatballs to the total meatballs that you have at the beginning of the game, of the of the level. Yeah, right. Right. Oh, it just occurred to me just right now that what do you do when a normal pterodactyl eats one of your Vikings? So normally it should just fuck off the screen, and you know, that should be it for that one. But in the case of a boss, he shouldn't just, you know, leave the screen. I think his hunger should go down, maybe by like 5 points. Yeah, I think like 5 points should be okay. Yeah, I think 5 points should be okay, or something along those lines. Now the player isn't going to know that, of course, but you know, in time you'll learn it. Let's just stop making these very easy games. Let's have people figure stuff out by themselves, right? I would say that that's good. Okay, so these are the scripts. Okay, so this is the function, which should be called, but it's not getting called. Anything else that I'd like to add to the to-do list? Let me think about this. Meatball trajectory. Yeah, the trajectory projection is only just that one, so I don't need to specify it. Let me start and think about this. So I've got this. Actually, you know what? I think before doing anything to the pterodactyl themselves, I should probably be using these. Yeah, I should probably be using these, and I should probably start making the UI for the game as well. I'm guessing that should be a good idea, I would say. I don't know. I told you to stop, okay? Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and make the UI at this point. So what I need, I think, is a canvas, right? There we go. And it's yeah, exactly. It's going to be as big as the screen. Damn, that's big. Whoa. Holy crap, that's huge. Should it be this big? You know what? I'm thinking I will leave it be for now. I think I'll leave it be for now. Does it get in the way? I don't think that it does. Yeah. Okay, I'll just leave it deactivated for now, and we'll get back to that. I'm thinking that I need to remember too much right now, and it's going to be way too boring for me to do this. So yeah, let's just call this function which sets stuff up, and then I'll start doing the canvas on my own while not streaming, and then make a video about it later on, so that I can explain to you guys if you guys want to know how I did it a bit faster and better. So okay, let's start actually doing something. Right, so when the game starts, let's say we've got a, let's make a countdown. Let's make a countdown. Int level start countdown. And this is going to be, how much should we have? We should have 3 seconds, right? Like 3, 2, 1, go. It's 3, 2, 1. Let's have, we're running at 60 let's do fixed updates. We've got the fixed update, and that runs at 60. Update is called once per frame. No, that's not called once per frame. That's called 60 times per second, actually. 60 times per second. That was left from the normal update. Okay. So let's do 60 times 3.5 seconds. Let's go for 210. Okay. So let's go and say if is bigger than 0, what happened here? Doesn't matter. So if this is bigger than 0, then we'll count down. We'll say minus minus. Else we will call the set current level data function, and we will reset this to 210. And we'll need, whoa, not that, this. Actually, so let's put a bool in as well. So let's say bool level started. That's going to be false at first. And let's put this in and say if not, level started, because you don't need to make these checks. Let's do it like this. Right, so yeah, and then this is going to be reset to 210, but also level started is going to be set to true, so that we don't get this check any longer in the fixed updates. I mean, it's going to check level started, but it's not going to try to do the whole countdown again. Which I guess should work pretty well, right? And when it sets the current level data, it just, you know, sets the current level data. Oh, the current level, frick. Oh, the current level is 1. So it should be level 1. And when the game ends, it's going to be level 2. Okay. Should we make a function? We should probably make a function for end level. Let's make another int, which is going to be lives. And that's going to be free. Okay. And what else? Let's see. And then we've got the current pterodactyl to spawn. But we'll also need, because we've got the pterodactyl over here to spawn, and we've got the boss pterodactyl as well. So what we'll also need is to set a flag when the pterodactyl have been defeated, right? Because there are two end game situations. You either lose all of your lives, all of your Vikings get eaten, all 3 of them, or you feed, better said, all of the pterodactyls. So what we need to do now is actually establish that. So let's go ahead and say, so you've got 3 lives, and then you've got, and should this be a bull? Yeah, this should be a bull. All fed starts off with false, right? And then in the fixed update, wait, what did I do? I've set it in here. I'm such a dumbass. That's not where it goes. This is where it goes, right? So we've got, yeah, that's where it goes. And then we've got the third check. Actually, no, it's an else. Let's put the what are they called? Parentheses. Let's put them here. The brackets, whatever. let's put them here. So if the level has started, then we need to make a new check to see if the lives are either equal to 3 or all have been fed. Let's make 2 separate checks because they are different and the UI needs to show different. Actually, they're not different. We can make a single if. So let's put an if down here and say if lives equals 0 or or if all fed. So if either of these two are set, then we need to pause the game and yeah, and basically yeah, just pause the game. Okay, so let's make the game play. Yeah, let's just make the game play, even though the pterodactyl aren't going to do some very nice flying. We'll just try and play the game, right? Maybe we can finish that off. That would be great. If I did this in 10 minutes, I'd be really stoked. So if lives is 0 or if all fed, then we pause the game. Let's just call a fictional function called pause game, and we'll put pause game we'll put it down here. Void pause game. I should be using the big letters all around. Yep. Right. And yeah, that's basically it. And pause game is going to do it's going to set level started to wait. Yeah, it's going to set level started to false, and then the level start countdown is going to be working again. Just for now. Right, it's going to reset all of this. But it should also calculate level score, which does nothing at this point, but it should be doing that. Let's just put a debug in. Debug.log current level. Oh right, and let's put another thing in. Let's say, yeah, let's just put this and say if lives equals 0, then you've lost, right? Let's have an else in as well. So if you haven't lost, then the current level gets iterated. Let's put this at the back. And if you did lose, then we go back to level 1. There we go. Okay. So let's do that in that order so that we know if we've lost or if we won. Okay, and we set level start back to false, which means that the timer is going to go back again. This isn't going to probably work this way, so this is probably going to be moved to the button from the menu, which is going to tell, like show you congratulations, you've won or you've lost, whatever, and either next level or start again, new game, next level or new game, right? And when you click that button, it's going to set the level started back to false, and according to whatever happened here in this logic, it's going to either set you back to level 1 or increase the level. What also needs to happen, well, when you win, then it doesn't need to happen, but when you lose, the pterodactyl which are on the screen need to be cleared, but this is going to come in a bit later, I would say, at least at this point. Right, so yeah. Okay, so let's get back here. So if lives are zero, or they've all been fed, then yeah, you go there. We need to make a check. We've got a list of pterodactyls, right? Yes, we do. So we need to go through the pterodactyls. Actually, no, that doesn't need to happen. Establishing if they've all been fed is something different, and it's going to be this. When this is yeah, I need to establish the logic for this, but this isn't going to be as easy as I thought. Fuck, I thought that I would get this up and running right now, but I don't think that I will. Not in such a short amount of time. But anyway, so if the game is running and nothing happened, then you'll need to, I mean, if nothing special happened, then you need to check. Let me make a separate function. Check hunting, check pterodactyl, and add. Right, and this function well, actually, yeah, no, I need a separate function for this because I need to check out all the pterodactyl and see what's happening over there. Or should I call? So there's like how many things that could happen right now. Let me check this out. Let me see if I get this straight. So what could happen is you're looking at the screen, you've got one pterodactyl that is hunting and another one that is flying away, and the level says you can only have one hunting actively on the screen, and you've got another one that you need to add. So in that case, then we cannot add the pterodactyl right then. We have to wait until the next one has been fed, right? Okay, so we need more checks. We check, no, not checked, check pterodactyl amount hunting, right? And this is going to be how should I do this? Because I need to make multiple checks and I don't want to reassign integers all the time. Let's make a single function. Say if should add pterodactyl, then we call in a pterodactyl. That's how it's going to happen. Right? I think that should be okay. And this also, let's change this to a capital C. There we go. This can go away. Right, and let's make Let's make this into a function, and this is going to, actually not, I'm going to put it right here because I want these functions to be close to each other, and this is going to be a bool. Put this say false, and let's say return value. There we go, looks good. And then in between needs the magic needs to happen. So right now we need to say let's make a for each for all of these pterodactyl. Actually no, let's get I need to make a difference between. Now, actually, the first thing that I need to do is I need to check this, and this is going to get lower and lower because these are static, so I can't actually change them, but I'm only copying the value itself, right? Yeah. So this is going to be iterated down whenever a new pterodactyl spawns. So when this happens, we need to do this, right? And then we'll say if this bigger than 0 and no end. Yeah, end. So if this is bigger than 0, and it should add a pterodactyl, then that's what happens, right? Right. This isn't going to work for bosses, but I'm going to adjust this. Don't worry about it. I could basically, no, actually, this is going to work for bosses. It's just that when I load these up, yeah, when I load these up, I need to make sure that I also load the bosses. But this is going to come in at a later date, I would say. Right, so let's go ahead and do the magic over here. So should add pterodactyl. So if that's bigger than 0, then we check concurrent max, current max, okay. And we'll have to say int current amount hunting. We'll set it to 0 right now, and we'll do a for each in these bad boys. This is, I don't actually like this that much, to be honest, but you know what, I'll do it, whatever. Yeah, and we'll say the same check. So if it's hunting, then we'll say current amount hunting plus plus, because we need to add another one. Right, so right now we've checked how many of them are on the screen and hunting, and afterwards we will do another check and say if current amount hunting is greater than or equal to the max, no, if it's smaller. So if it's smaller, we will say that return value is going to be set to true. Return value sounds dumb. Let's do hunt or not. Hunt or not. Right, so if the current amount that it is currently hunting is smaller than the current max concurrent pterodactyl amount, then we'll say hunt or not equals true. Now this is going to be a problem because this is going to mean that in higher levels, in levels then where we've got like max 5 concurrent, then the game is just going to spit out all of them all at once. Like you'll have 5 pterodactyls spawning right one after the other, like bam, 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 and that isn't going to be nice or sweet. But we'll fix that when we get there, I would say. And that should be pretty easy, I would say. We'll add a timer. Actually, you know what? Let's add a timer right now. And I'm guessing that should be fixed. I mean, it should always like wait like, I don't know, 5 seconds between spawning pterodactyl, or maybe even 10 seconds. Yeah, let's put in 10 seconds. Let's put in integer. Wait for spawn. Let's put 600 in. Right, and the fixed update is going to say if wait for spawn is equals. So if this is equals 0 and we can, and right, so if wait for spawn equals 0 and we've got more pterodactyl to spawn, and we should add pterodactyl, which is just checking for we're not over the limit of max continuous pterodactyl to spawn, then we finally call in a pterodactyl. Else this isn't all that good actually. So let's move this if, right? I mean, this is starting to look like crap. I would agree, but I don't actually know of a better way of doing it. So let's move this here. So let's say else if wait for spawn is 0, then check that out, right? Okay, that's that one. So let's put the else here. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to calculate this any longer if there's no more pterodactyl to spawn. I don't even know. What is this music? Damn. No, thank you. Okay, that I think I could do with that. Okay. It's correct. Am I doing this right? No, I'm not doing this right. What am I doing? So we need to reverse these checks over here. So right, first off, we're going to check first off we're going to check if we should be spawning any more pterodactyl or not, because if we shouldn't, then we'll just ignore all of this part, right, within this. If we can, then we'll check if the spawn timer is down to 0, which means we can add a new pterodactyl to the screen, and then even afterwards we'll see if we can, as in it's not over the limit, right? And if those if both those cases are right, then we will call in a pterodactyl. And let's put this in here. There we go. Actually this should be going in there, right? And in this case we'll call in a pterodactyl and we'll reset the wait for spawn to 600, right? In that case. But in the other case, no, actually not that else. Yeah, this else. Okay, so in that other case, we will just say, you know what? Just count these down. Wait. Okay, let me see if I get this straight. Do I need, really, do I need 3 ifs, 4 ifs, one within the other? I mean, this is programming hell right here, but I think it's the best that I can do in this situation. Can I make this look and work better? Because there's like so many triggers that I have to get in. That's why I didn't know how to go around, you know, go about doing all of these checks so that they are not going to brain fuck me. But it ended up doing it anyway. So how can I actually improve this code? Because I still need to see if the wait for spawn check is okay. This is some dumb fuckery if I've ever seen one, but it's what I have to do. No, that's dumb. Yeah, no, I actually have to do this. I actually have to do this like this. Fuck. This is so dumb. I'm sorry to everybody watching this. I know it's retarded, but what can I do? Because I don't need to check if I should add another pterodactyl until I've got the wait for spawn. Or I could actually just queue them. Yeah, but queuing is dumb as well, because then you'll need to wait. Should I queue them? I think I should queue them. Yeah, I think I should just queue them. Did I not use? Yes, I did. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do this. I don't. Is this actually going to work properly? Yeah, that's going to work properly. So I'm not going to be using this dumb fuckery. Yeah, let's put both of these in. Whoop. What? Whoa. What's the issue here? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just do it like that. It's a lot simpler. And then this is going to yield return. So let's put yield break there, and then yield return a weight. Let's put a random generator, and but it's not going to be an int, it's going to be a float. Oh, come the fuck on, mouse. Wait for. And this is going to be between 8.0 f. That's, there we go, and 15.0 f. Right, and we'll just wait for that and just create a new pterodactyl in the meantime. So that yeah, and I need to start this start coroutine, right? Start coroutine. I think that's how it works. I would think load up. It's not start. Let's see. I think in the meatball. Yeah, start coroutine. Yep. Let's make sure that I have the name right. Yep, there we go. Right, so okay, so I think I've got this figured out. So if the game isn't paused due to various reasons, then we should, if there are more pterodactyls still needed to spawn and we can add him, we should start a new coroutine, which is going to between 8 to 15 seconds spawn a new pterodactyl, right? Now let's see if this works and cross our fingers that it does. Play. Nothing's happening. Oh, there we go. Damn, they're all here. Fuck, why are they all coming together like this? Okay, I needed to fix that other bug as well. When I think I should be dead. I'm not dead. Oh, I've got a new bug to handle. I forgot. I completely forgot about this. Right, so I had another bug that I needed to figure out. There's two of them actually. Right, there's two bugs to figure out. Let me put them in here. Reactivate feeding for pterodactyl after first fed. Complete. I don't know why that happens. And figure out how to make them touch the finish line, right? Because at this point the pterodactyl have these rigid bodies. They've got these actually, wait, where are they? Yeah, they've got these rigid bodies, right? The mouth and the body. And the point was to have a finish line over here, which has to be a trigger. But because it's a trigger, it's not actually triggering. I think it needs not be a trigger in order for this to work. But then I won't be able to actually, you know, launch my meatballs, as you can see right now. Is he moving? He's not moving. I think we should be waiting a bit. There we go, they're moving now. So now I should actually lose the level, I think, and it should say current level 1 when they hit the finish line. I think it works like that. I don't remember exactly. It didn't work. Oh, it did work. But the game didn't stop. Yeah, we've got plenty of bugs to solve. Sadly though, I'm actually done for today. I'm almost an hour in, and I think I'm going to be doing some of these bug fixes on my own and then just explain them in my next video to you guys. Usually bug fixes aren't that interesting. I don't know exactly what's going on and why this isn't working. Oh, it's not working because I'm not, like when you get hit, I'm not actually decreasing the lives, so that's why it wasn't working. Which means I'm a dumbass because I forgot about that. But yeah, also, why are they all spawning together? And how many are they? They should only be 3 pterodactyl, but all 5 of them get... Oh, I know why. I think I know why. Let me put in, no, not there. Let me put in a debug.log here and say hunting and see what happens. And this is going to be called like 5 times, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I think. We'll see. So, let's wait. It's clearly seconds based. It's like 3 seconds to start off the game and then another 8 to 15 seconds, which, there we go. Yeah, there we go. All 5 of them got triggered, which isn't correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is definitely not correct. I'll need to figure out why that happens. I think it needs to be yield return, not yield break. Oh, it can't be. Expression expected. So wait, how can I completely break this? Unity yield break. Is this the way to do it? What should I be using? It should be yield break. It should be yield break. Yeah, this is something for me to debug afterwards. Yeah. Basically, thanks to everybody for watching and listening. It hasn't been much, but you know, it's just me. This is just me trying to find out, learn, do stuff as best as I can, hopefully. So we've got no message this time. Yeah, but anyway, thank you for watching and listening. Hopefully the video has been okay and it hasn't stuttered too much. And I'll also hopefully see you guys next time. This time it isn't working at all, damn. What the? I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. It's just not working. Incredible. Okay. It's buggy as well, not only just badly made, also buggy. Anyway, yeah, thanks. There we go. Damn, it keeps coming back. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, I've got lots of bugs. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.